Okay, so I'm just gonna go briefly through the basics because you probably know them all already. And then I'll move on to some more advanced tips that I picked up from, you know, being a sad no life. What the fuck are these settings? Okay, so you want these all off. You want allied health bars on, but you can turn that on under all heroes. I like to use a green crosshair. It's my favourite. Use this on every hero. Alright, so with your sensitivity, you want to be able to go... Say if you put your mouse on the left side of the mouse pad and you turn it as far as it'll go. That's not a 360, that's like just over 180. So if I put my mouse in the middle of the mouse pad and I go left, I turn 90 degrees to the left. Go back to the middle and then to the right. It's just enough space for me to look in this way. And if I want to turn quick, I can just swipe across the mouse pad. So you want to have kind of a high sense of Mercy. So given that you're probably going to be playing Mercy a lot more than the other heroes, it's okay for you to have a slightly higher sense, but I would not go much further than this because Overwatch is a game where you don't need a really high sense all the time. And aiming the beam can be a bit tricky if there's a big group of people stood together. To go over the settings again with Mercy, the best settings are to have all of these switched off and these on maximum and allied health bars on. So you want beam connection off because toggling, if you have toggle on, alright, so I've got it on toggle, right? So
you should be at peak performance levels.
It's alright, but I personally feel like in comp that toggle is not a good idea because sometimes the damage boost can like glitch out and it'll like, or you'll like click on someone and they won't switch the target. Sometimes the hold tends to be a lot more reliable from what I've tried anyway, because I used to use toggle when I first started and I had some problems with it, so I went back to holding. Now holding, I also feel like you have more of a feel of what you're doing as well, because like you're not going to forget your damage boosting someone if you're holding the right button down with your middle finger. It's like more of a, it feels better, it feels more like you can focus better on what you're doing, I feel. Also with the other settings, like Guardian Angel prefers beam target. That is down to personal preference. If you have it on, you'll fly towards your target that you're healing, no matter what way you're looking. Unless you do this, and you're not healing someone, you can still fly to them. But with it off, you can fly away from who you're healing to go and heal someone else. So that's what I use. I prefer that because you have much more mobility options when healing a target. Toggle Guardian Angel, have that off. Holding feels so much better. It just... Also, if you toggle, you have to look at the target before you click. With left... Watch my bottom right of the screen. I'm holding left shift. I look at the target and I fly to them. You don't even have to be looking at the target when you press shift. You can just like glide your mouse over to them once you're ready to move. Okay, so the more advanced thing I wanted to tell you about specifically was a thing called... Oh, what's it called? Slingshotting? And it's to do with your left shift, the Guardian Angel. So, say I want to jump to that red bot over there, but I want to do it quickly. So I can use an ally to slingshot over to that red robot. It's dead now, but I'll just demonstrate anyway. So you hold left shift, look at the target, and then you press jump once you've reached the end of your flight. You press jump once you've started gaining momentum. You don't have to let go of left shift. It doesn't make any difference if you do or not. Wait, actually no, you keep holding left shift. Keep holding left shift all the way. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong thing. Yeah. So what happens is, by holding space, Mercy uses her, oh, I can't remember what it's called, her angelic descent. So you end up flying further than you would have if you hadn't pressed space. And you can use it to do all kinds of crazy shit. So you can what happens when you use space is it stops the direction you were going in. So you can glide to the right and stuff, or glide to the left. You can let go of left shift if you want to stop travelling in that direction.
I'm here. Target down.
Just as some examples, I'm pressing space now. Like, just so you can see the different options you have. Like, sometimes you can, like, with some areas you can, like, slingshot high up if you're close to your target. You can, like, get onto little platforms that are a little bit too high to jump to. But say if someone was stood here, I could use my slingshot technique to get to this and stand on that. Also, another tip that's more advanced that I found out was when you use Valkyrie and your team isn't being attacked, like say if you use Valkyrie near the end of a fight and you guys win and the enemies are all dead and your team's not taking damage, but they need healing, wait for the Valkyrie to end before you continue healing them, because then you get more ult charge. I can send you a video that demonstrates this. It depends on the situation. Like, sometimes when you're using Valkyrie you want to keep healing the whole way, but sometimes you want to stop so that you can get more ult charge when your ultimate ends. It depends on whether or not your team's finished their fight and is in danger, and whether or not there are enough enemies on the enemy alive that are going to kill your teammates. Her melee is actually quite useful because you don't want to be switching to gun that often, because it stops you from being able to heal. Like, you can use it if you're on your own, or if you're waiting to get if you're waiting for your teammates to come by and you want to get ult charge by shooting into the enemies. But it's more practical most of the time to just damage boost someone else because you get more ult charge from it. Anyway, say if one of your allies gets someone low, you can like slingshot over to that guy. Whoops, I switched weapon. You can like slingshot over to that guy while with your thing still on them, melee. It will break the connection, so you have to like do it again. But yeah, you can like melee someone and quickly go back to heal. So that's a good way of like finishing off a target that's really low health, because it does 30 damage. It's like, and it's really easy to hit, so you can just like easy slingshot over and just kill someone. Some tips about rezzing. If your team's good enough, they'll bubble you. Just ask for bubble or ask for shield. Just be like, I want to res. Because they can see the body as well. So they know where it is. They know where you're going to go. So the best thing to do with res is just communicate. And be aware of your surroundings when you do it. Also, another thing about surroundings, with Mercy, you want to be moving all the time. You probably know this already, but you should be moving all the time. The only thing you need to be aware of is like that you don't move into enemy territory and get yourself killed. So move a lot, but don't move too much that you don't know where you are. Just like you get Guardian Angel every 2 seconds, right? So between each 2 seconds, you should be like scanning the area, seeing where the enemies are, where the danger is. Like, say if there's a sniper, you want to be behind cover. If you see a target, an allied target that's slow, you can like fly over to them, heal them up, go back to the safe spot. Stuff like that. That comes with time and practice, but it's something that I find a lot of lower level Mercies don't really think about. It's like the immediate danger and like the long distance danger. And also, you don't have to look at how you're healing. Like, they're at less danger than everyone else because they've got a healing beam on them, so you haven't really got to watch them. Thing is, the thing to look out for is the allies that need healing and immediate danger to you and potentially the objective. He's not taking damage. But yeah, see, now the enemy's dead. I don't need to heal him. I wait for that and then I heal, because then say if he was damaged I'd get more ult charge. The ult charge is slightly faster when you damage boost as well. Alright, that's everything I've got in terms of advanced mercy tech and guidance, because I don't play it that often. I can find you videos that can help you a bit more, like from actual mercy players. They won't really show things that I can describe. It's more game sense and just map knowledge, knowing who to heal. You want to really heal the squishies more than the tanks, because Mercy's best with another main healer like Anna or Moira, because she's got lower healing than she used to. So you want to be healing the squishies because they have less heals to... They have less health to play with, so they're at more danger than the tanks. Unless the tanks are at like half health, you should be healing the squishies. Really. Like, it depends on where they are, but yeah, most of the time you want to be on this, you want to be topping up squishies and then healing the tanks when they push up. Damage boosting Genji ult is so good, by the way. Like, think about what ults you're going to damage boost and whether or not they actually need it to get where they need to be. Like with a Genji ult, it's really helpful. But with like, say a Pharah ult, you probably want to keep her alive more than you want to damage boost it. Unless she's in a really good spot where no one's going to shoot her. Like if she's against a wall in a corner no one can shoot her from.
I'm taking care of you.
Then you'd want to damage boost her or damage boost someone else while she like kills everyone. Damage boosting Roadhog when he hooks is good. It finishes off the target more reliably. You're more likely to get the one shot. Yeah, Roadhog damage boost is great, but you don't have to do it for long, just when he shoots and then go back to heal. Oh, Reinhardt charges. Always damage boost the Reinhardt charge. His ultimate when he swings. If he knocks down loads of people, it doesn't need healing, so you can just damage boost his swings. Just be aware of what they're taking damage from, and you'll always know when damage boosters are right. And if you have ultimate, you don't really need to damage boost unless they don't have ultimate and you want to help them charge theirs, because damage boosting a target actually helps them charge their ult faster because they're dealing more damage, so their ult bar goes up more. That's why you get people who always say you should damage boost Zarya's, because they get their ultimate faster, and the Zarya's ultimate is the most valuable in the game. If there's anything you're not sure about, or something I explained that was a bit complicated or whatever, and you want me to go through it again, just let me know. Like, I'm happy to explain it again. Alright, that's everything I've got.